Hi, this is Shoshanah Shear of beahappymom.com. This is the women's division of Chesed Ve'emet. And if you've noticed anything on our YouTube channel, we have already 2 videos that have come up about our Mishloach Manot and an exciting project we have on the go. This year is a leap year, and so we have 2 months of Adar. We're a little bit into Adar Aleph already, and it's a wonderful opportunity to be able to spend a bit of time making up your own Mishloach Manot. There's plenty of scope to be using the theme of Mishloach Manot to help your children with their fine motor skills, their cutting, a number of things that can be done. I had a couple of people already send in comments complimenting us on the creative Mishloach Manot that we tend to make. And really it's not so difficult, so let me show you how, and ways in which you can be some ideas that you can use to help your children with their creative skills, with their fine motor skills, and use that activity towards preparing your own Mishloach Manot. Hi. One of the classic types of Mishloach Manot that's made is usually using a basket. And the starting point is to line the basket, which can be done in a number of different ways. You'll find coming into the stores some bags of potpourri like this one, and you'll find also some bags of different coloring of straw. There are also lots of different kinds of ribbon that comes in. We'll come to the ribbon in a different video. There are a few different ways in which you can line your baskets. Here you can see an attractive paper serviette, and obviously if you take the paper serviette and you have the child select one paper serviette out of the bag, each time that they're moving, separating the paper serviettes or the paper napkins, that's using individual finger movement. And you can have the child open up the paper serviettes. As you can see, this is using again a pincer grip, which is the kind of grip that you use in sewing, in using pins, in writing. It's a very important grip for many different reasons. So if you're wanting to use 2 paper serviettes, a number of fun paper serviettes that come into the stores here in Israel at this time of year, that with all different kinds of Purim themes and images on them. But here you can see just having used 2 different paper serviettes to line that basket, and it's ready to be able to put your food items into it. If you're wanting to use some straw, there's a fun technique that I like to use. You'll find if you're doing any crafty activities that there many a time that you'll have a piece of card that's left over. Instead of throwing that away, think of your environment and hang on to that card. We're going to be using that right now. You can find also if you have offcuts of wrapping paper, or even if somebody has received, in your family has received a gift, instead of throwing away that crumpled piece of wrapping paper, keep it aside, and this is a task that you can use with the pieces of card, pieces of paper, pieces of wrapping paper. We're going to be using a pair of scissors, and the first important tip is which kind of pair of scissors are you going to be using. I'm right-handed, and so this pair of scissors that I use is for a right-handed person. If your child is left-handed, do make sure excuse me, that the pair of scissors that the child is using is for a left-handed person. The cutting edge for a left-handed person is on the opposite side to a right-handed person. So if you're insisting on your child who's a lefty using a pair of scissors for a right-handed person, you're going to have them struggle with their using too much strain, it's really almost impossible to cut effectively. So be kind to your child and make sure that the pair of scissors is appropriate to whether they're left or right-handed. The fun thing about making up your own straw is that it won't matter if the cutting for the child is going to be straight, if there's going to be skew edges, additional bits. None of that's going to matter, because being Purim, everything is fun and a little bit different in any case. And the benefit of that is that your child gets to have the experience of cutting, which strengthens their muscles, and it gives them the interest and the self-confidence to do and to continue with their cutting. They're also going to be seeing that the cutting that they're doing is of benefit, which again is another opportunity to improve their self-confidence and their self-esteem as they're improving with their cutting skills. We're not going to do too much of the actual cutting in this video. I want to move on to the next part. You can do the same thing with cutting up pieces of wrapping paper or other kinds of colored paper of various different thicknesses, and keep in mind that the different thickness that you use is going to have a different experience for your child. What we're going to do next, I'm going to show you two options for this. Firstly, you can take a pair of scissors, and if you pull the piece of paper over the pencil, you're going to find that it begins to curl. If you want to have a finer curl to it, using something like a closed pair of scissors does make it curl a lot more. It also gives it a different sound, which is a different sensory input nicely. If you're using the edge of the pair of scissors, make sure that your child is reliable to keep that pair of scissors closed. We don't want any accidents happening, obviously. So that's one. So as you can see in this little basket over here, I have a number of pieces that I've already twirled. I've already pre-cut and twirled, and it's looking rather fun and rather festive. We'll bring that a little bit closer for you to have a look. A number of different colors. Most of them are card. One of them, this pink, is actually an envelope that was given for some package or something, and instead of throwing it away as we often do, it makes for a really good texture to be able to do some of these twirled pieces. And if you're wanting a little bit of substance, another idea is to, if you have some raffia left over from tying your schach for Sukkot, you can take out some pieces of the raffia, especially when they start to get to be short pieces that there's not so easy to do very much with. You could give some bulk to what you're doing, having the raffia underneath, and then put the colored pieces of paper that you've already twirled, put that on top, and it gives it a little bit of substance, and you're ready to put in your items, whether it's biscuits, tea, coffee, whatever it is that you're doing. You can now fill it up and make your package look really attractive. So that's the start for the bottom, 2 ideas for doing the bottom of your Mishloach Manot. And in the next video, we'll look at some ideas for packaging and for doing some gift tags. If you have any other questions or ideas, I did have somebody ask about doing themed Mishloach Manot, and we'll come to that in another video as well. So do be in touch. Let me know what your needs or your thoughts are for your Mishloach Manot this year. I'd love to hear from you. And once again, if you have a look at our store, which you'll find on creationsfromjerusalem.com, do become a part of our Mishloach Manot for helping needy families here in Jerusalem. There are many, many people who need your help, and you'll see in the bottom, in the notes of that video, I'll be linking that video in the notes of this video, and over there you'll see the statistics of poverty in Israel. So do get involved and help us to be assisting needy families this Purim. Bye for now, and have a great Purim.